Now I'd like to go to the next speaker, Philip Goligai, who's very famous in our news media lately. And of course, he's waiting in bated breath because there's something going on in KL at the moment. So he might have to leave immediately, or hopefully he will finish his presentation as we go through. But I will just talk briefly. Philip is a news editor at the Star Media Group. He's writing 2 columns titled One Man's Meat and It's Just Politics. From 2006 to 2010, he was the Star's Thailand correspondent based in Bangkok. He also the editor of the Asia News Network, an alliance of 24 news organizations in 20 countries. That's quite a hefty number. Philip was the industry advisor for the Department of Journalism at Utah, and from 2016 to 19, and also now at the moment. He has won 4 Malaysia Press Institute Journalism Awards, and we are very happy to have him here. And we're hoping that he can give us a very good idea. But I think you will start to think deeper into this, what he's going to say, because it encapsulates what our previous speakers have said, but more enlightening, especially for me when I saw his presentation. So Philip, please go ahead. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. Selamat petang from Kuala Lumpur. I'm a Sabahan who lives in Kuala Lumpur to enjoy all the benefits that we get from our state Sabah. Okay, first of all, I would like to thank the organizer for inviting me to this prestigious forum. And I already bagi 3 minutes to Datuk James Ringgujang, so I shall have 7 minutes. Okay, today is a very simple subject that I want to. If there's a voice, I can hear a voice. Okay.
Ada yang mengirikan foto tu menghapusi itu.
Okay, just 1 minute. I think somebody tidak kena mute.
Mute kah?
Please mute.
I keep quiet for a while.
Ada yang mengirikan. Ada deh. Ini suara atas titik ini.
Okay, kan?
Okay, Philip.
Okay, sudah. Tidak. Yep. Okay, so I apologize for that. Ada technical matter pula. Ada orang, there was another voice. I thought I was hearing voices in my head. Okay, my topic today is very simple. It's called Sabah Politics 101. It's just simple politics lah about Sabah, but hopefully we see that Sabah punya politics ni is actually quite complex because of how we do things. Okay. For the peninsula punya, okay, just peninsula punya politics simple actually. It is in peninsula we have Malay, Chinese, and Indian. Tapi kalau di Sabah we have like Kadazan, Bajau, Suluk, Bugis, Murut, Bisaya, Rungus, Sungai, Lundayo, and banyak lagi. So the main thing about the before that, the main thing about the political analysts yang dari apa tu dia based in KL, for them is they find Sabah very complicated. For example, like in Vogue, they only do research in Peninsula. They do survey in Peninsula. They cannot do in Sabah because first of all, it's very costly, and number 2 is they don't understand actually because we have little things that is very Sabahan that they don't understand. Okay, then number 2, the other reason that Sabah is very complicated is I call it the Sabah alphabet soup of political parties. Kalau di KL, we only have macam UMNO, MCA, MIC, and then TKR, Amanah, Bersatu, and then the new ones that are like Parti Bangsa Malaysia and Muda Pejuang. Okay, so it's simple. Every day you read about it in Peninsula Malaysia, and then you understand the party. Tapi in Sabah, even the name macam it's very close to each other. You see, PBS, PBRS, UPCO, PCS, SAPP, STAR, USNO, LDP, Warisan, and etc. Banyak lagi. And then plus ada lagi national parties. For example, UMNO, and then you have Bersatu, you even have MCA, and those are the main ones. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, that's one of the reasons that the national pollster, they avoid polling in Sabah. They usually get it wrong, actually. Even for the Kimanis by-election, one of the very credible polling think tank, they made a mistake in their prediction. They thought that Warisan will have won it, but actually UMNO won it. And I think I know what happened actually. The main reason is they ended their polling on, just say, Tuesday before the election on Saturday. So what they failed to do, or they forgot to do, which I kind of told them, I said, hey, you should factor in what happens on the night of Thursday, on the night of Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Things can happen and things can change Sabah style. And then true enough, even like for us, we kind of had the indication on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday that Warisan will have won the Kimanis by-election. Tapi ada swing itu. There was a bit of a swing because of certain things and certain things that Warisan did not do. Then we felt already that night, Friday night, we knew already that, not say we knew, but we already suspected that UMNO will have won. And fair enough, UMNO won the Kimanis seat against expectation. So the thing about Sabah politics is, for the political analysts or politician in Peninsular Malaysia, for them, Sabah is the known unknown, meaning dia tidak tahu lah pasal Sabah. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, I was actually asked to talk about federalism and how it affects Sabah and Sarawak, but then I thought, alamak, it will take it'll be quite long and complicated, so I simplify this for you all. I will tell you the main differences between Sabah and Sarawak politics, and I'll tell you how I got this idea. In the year 2016, we were, we were hanging out, or we are having political discussion in this famous night spot in one of the big hotels there. I think it's called Rajang Bar. So I was with some Sabah politician, and then we were having brainstorming lah. And then I asked them, hey, what's the difference between Sabah and Sarawak politics? And then what we decided was this. Okay, first difference will be, it is the government itself. And even in 2016, it was true then, and then it is true even now. But okay, 2016, the Sarawak government was led by 4 Barisan Nasional parties. Okay, 4 Barisan Nasional party, but now it's led by the same party, but they changed the name to GPRS. So main thing is Sarawak government was headed and controlled by 4 local Sarawak parties. But the Sabah party ni, the difference is, even in 2016, it was controlled by Barisan Nasional, where you had parties like UMNO leading it. And then even now, it's the same. The Sabah government is under GRS, which consists of national parties like Bersatu, UMNO, and then the Sabah-based party, PBS, STAR, PBRS, and SFPP. So you see the difference. One is Sarawak, local parties yang control the state. Whereas Sabah party ini, it is controlled even now by national party, arguably. But I think there's a sense that this, after the Sarawak election, these Sabah politicians who are with national parties are now thinking, hey, maybe we should follow GPS in Sarawak, and then maybe we should formalize GRS, which is Gabungan Rakyat Sabah, to make it more of a local party similar to GPS. So that's the move. I think they're going to have a big meeting in Kudat soon. So maybe we will see a local coalition party governing Sabah, hopefully lah. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, then the second difference. The second difference is the Chief Minister of Sarawak is the CEO of the ruling party. What I mean is, Abang Joe, or even back then, it was Adnan Satem, the CM of Sarawak, was the president of Parti Bersatu Bumi Putra. No, Parti Pesaka Bumi Putra, which is PBB. So a Sarawak local party, its president was the CM of Sarawak. However, for Sabah, since the fall of PBS and then later the fall of Warisan, the Sabah CM has always been a branch manager. What I mean by branch manager is there are macam just say, for example, they are the Sabah chapter punya chief, and they report to their CEO, which is who is from Kuala Lumpur. So that's the difference. The CM is memang the CEO of a ruling party, whereas ours is a branch manager. So I think I shouldn't further explain lah too. Okay, then the third difference, this is quite these are coming from seasoned Sabah politician, and I memang agree with them lah. The problem, the difference of Sabah and Sarawak is this: there's a sizable photocopy Sabahan who are voters, whereas in Sarawak has mostly Ori Sarawakian voters. So I hope you understand the term. The term is photocopy and Ori. Ori for us is, if you're Ori Sabah, means how to say, memang kau dari Sabah lah. Memang your IC is genuine. Tapi if you talk about photocopy, it can mean that maybe, most probably, your identity card might be photocopied from somebody and then kena tukar a bit. But the strange thing is they might be voters. So like I think Tan Sri Simon Sipawan said that the non-Sabahans have done a reverse takeover of the state. Memang arguably he's speaking the truth lah, because even in an election, especially during the PBS time, there have been accusation by PBS that they are phantom voters, and then these phantom voters are photocopy Sabahan. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, and then now you look at the Sabah MPs, the Sabah MPs. Okay, I hope this is the latest list, because you know lah Sabahan. Besok ada lagi lompat, and then ada ni. Tapi I've already factor in ni. You see, there's an independent number 1, that is the Lahadatu MP who was with Warisan, and he has jumped. So now he is, I put him as bebas. Okay, so you see, out of the 25 Sabah MPs, 7 are from Warisan, which is a Sabah-based party. 6 are from Bersatu, which is a national party. 2 are from UMNO, which is a national party. 3 are from DAP, national party. PKR 2, national party. PBS, Sabah Local Party, 1 saja. PBRS, Local Party, 1 saja. UFO, 1 saja. STAR pun 1 saja. And then Independent, 1 saja. So we go to the next slide. Okay, when you look at it, I hope my maths is correct, because today I think maybe a bit salah, tapi okay, something wrong with my maths, tapi I think you all understand a bit lah. The bulk of our MPs are from national parties, whereas the rest, the minority, are from Sabah-based parties. And then this is the thing. The thing is, if you are allegedly lah, but maybe our UMNO and Bersatu or DAP or PKR MPs will contradict me. I mean, okay, that's good. But arguably, they answer to their party, which is national-based party. And therefore, the national-based party think in that maybe bigger perspective, that is Malaysia. Tapi if you are from a Sabah-based party, which is maybe Sabah for Sabahan, maybe you see more of their Sabah interest. So what I'm saying is, our Sabah MPs are terikat terikat to their national party. It can be UMNO, it can be Bersatu, it can be PKR, it can even be DAP. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, the other thing that I also find a bit annoying is, like, whenever there's an election, even in Sarawak recently, or even the Sabah too, Peninsula voters, the one who were hoping that maybe Sabahans will vote for opposition, or they wanted their party to win, they always say, yeah, look at Sabahan, they're not so clever in voting. It is always about they are a bit primitive in their thinking. It's all about the blue tank, etc., etc. But for me, I disagree with them. Actually, if you look at us, we were way ahead of the opposition voters, who only in 2008 and then 2013 and then 2018 they voted against Barisan Nasional. Tapi Sabahan, if you look at it, since 1976 they can overthrow USNO, and then in 1985 Berjaya, which was a Barisan National Party, was overthrown by PBS, which was the opposition. And that's where the famous quote by Dr. Mahathir was the Barisan National Chairman. He said, "We will sink or swim with Berjaya." And Berjaya sank, and I think Mahathir did not swim with them. But my point is, we have been, Sabahan, we have been voting and kicking out government through our what. So arguably, we can be quite, we are cleverer perhaps than the Peninsula voters, arguably. Yeah. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, this is another interesting thing also. It's sometimes like, this is a Sabah punya debate. Sabah punya debate. It is like they like to say, okay, who's cleverer actually, urban or rural voters? Then they will say, Allah, even Sabahans who are in the urban area, they'll say, Allah, you look at the rural voters, they kena bagi 50 ringgit lah, or 100 ringgit lah, kena bagi blue tank, and therefore they vote for a certain party. Then the urban voters think that they are cleverer. But sometimes for me, this is for argument's sake. The urban voters also can be not so clever. My argument is this. They actually do not care. If you look at the urban seats that the opposition won, the opposition won, is actually they voted for the party versus the candidate. But for me, it's arguably, sometimes in certain seats, for me, is if you ask me who I'll vote, my first choice will be the candidate and not the party. And then certain times they actually don't care. Actually, they are fed by just say, for example, the party decide on this candidate, and we all know already, alamak, why you put that candidate? Because we know he will jump. This is true. It's true story actually, but I better don't name that particular candidate that DAP put up. Then we knew already he's going to jump. But then DAP just forced the decision to the Sabah voters and said, no, you choose. We know you're going to vote for DAP, and therefore you will vote for us regardless of the candidate. And true enough, that candidate jumped. He shall remain not named, but sometimes I meet him in Luyang if I go for this famous roti kaya punya shop, as his office is nearby. Okay, so that's my whole point sometimes, that who is cleverer? This is the Sabah punya argument lah, rural ataupun urban. Tapi arguably for me is maybe rural clever or maybe urban clever, but we will know lah. Okay, thanks. Next slide. Okay, then the big thing about Sabah is the katak. And then this is the irony of Sabah actually. For example, Warisan Plus, they were fighting, this is their big slogan actually. Tolak katak, lindungi Sabah. Kukuhkan Sabah, katak kita jadikan pusas. Pusas, as you know, is good for with beer. Or is it beer is good with pusas? I'm not sure which one. So this is the irony of Sabah politics actually, and then the voters don't see it and the politicians don't see it while they say it. When you look at it, Sabah government has fallen all because of frogs actually. Make it the most famous one was in 1994. PBS won the seat, but then they were frogs and then they jumped. And then even in the year 2018, it's actually the Sabah government, arguably, some of my Warisan friends will argue against me, or Warisan Plus friends, but it was also made with frogs. And then even during the Warisan government, there were at least 10 or 11 political frogs that they piara by encouraging them to jump. So this is the sad thing about Sabah. And then when you look at it, recently we have two assemblymen who left an opposition party and now they are bebas. But the interesting thing when I talk to voters is, for them is actually, it depends on who jumps actually, or who's the frog. So if just say they are pro in that particular party or that particular candidate, they'll be very forgiving. For them is that frog, that politician is not frog, that politician is not pusat, that politician is maybe doing us a favor. So the katak issue in Sabah is very subjective. I think next slide, please. Oh, somebody says here, Steve Mario. Sandakan to everybody. Oh, okay, I missed. Okay, that's all in terms of Sabah Politics 101. If you all ada soalan, maybe at the end, hopefully I will still be around to answer it. And to add into something, the big news that I thought was big news turned up to be anticlimax, and we kind of predicted it lah. If it was really a big news, that particular party, which is Bersatu and PAS, will have left the government and forced a GE15, but I don't think they dare do it at the moment lah. Okay, everybody, thank you very much.
Thank you, Philip. That was really you make it a very complex, politics in Malaysia simplify in such a way that I can really grasp it. And I was talking to my friend the other day when we talk about politics. He says, "Why watch drama and comedy when you have Sabah politics?" So, thank you, Philip. That was amazing sharing.